More. There's more.
Okay.
Alright, is it on competitive rules?
Yes.
It has been.
Okay.
You only have to do it once.
It was on competitive rules for the first map, and the second map it
Well,
wasn't.
it's because
No, that's because
same.
Control doesn't have
True.
a difference between comp and.
I thought
quick play.
the ticks, the percentage goes faster and slower. But there's a difference in percentage.
Hey, can you go like more?
I don't know. I'm just spitting. Do we want just? What do you guys want? I could go Tracer and fiddle with their backlines.
Or Genji.
Alright.
I don't know.
I've been enjoying Genji lately, so I might play him a little bit more. I'm only playing him once in scrim though.
Wait, Bambi, why are you picking ball?
Successfully run the Pharaoh because it's a lot less of a
True.
drain on the support.
Plus
Is
slam with a
is
rocket.
that your official answer, Bambi, or is
What?
that your official answer? Is that what you thought about, like, for the last, like, how am I gonna convince Chuck that ball is a good idea for this? Let's start looking around my room for answers.
I'm just saying.
No, it takes a
ball,
lot.
If you
because my
if they're
ball-
on a group and ball slams them.
Yo, pharmacy guys.
Oh, I did not think they were
Pharmacy and
there.
Ash. Wait, who's playing Ash?
Oh, yo guys, get Ash, guys.
Galop's playing
Guys,
Ash.
Sigma's on low ground. Sigma's on low ground.
Ash is one.
Where's he dead?
Focus that Sigma, guys. Going around corner. I'm backing up.
Oh,
Using
far.
Caleb.
Oh, Rag bop me.
I can get you.
Guys,
Resin.
it's Sigma.
What is this?
Sigma. Guys, Sigma.
Oh, it's below.
This Pharah has no mercy with him.
Well, I'm dead.
Yo, can someone get that fire,
Where's Farah?
please?
Where's she? Oh, I see her. Nice.
Alright, I'm gonna use payload.
I'm gonna push
Let's go,
forward.
Doc.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, Marie, if you get coalescence before we get this point, don't be afraid.
Wish you
Watch
could
out, Doc,
deflect
Farah.
rocks. Restart point.
Oh, use it now.
Pharmacy coming in, guys.
Ursula. Ursula one, dude. Sigma dead.
Nice.
Bap.
You didn't make it fast enough, Bap.
Got the Pharah.
Danny! Again! Why are you this nuts? Still your kill. How's it feel?
It's fine.
I have Blade.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm gonna-
Danny, can you pocket me during Blade?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll try to pull him so you can get your blade off, right, man?
Use your
I'm gonna
pull
try
on
and break
me!
shield.
Use your pull on me.
I'm waiting for this Halo to
I have
move.
barrage.
I'm gonna use the corner of this bar.
You ready?
Where are they at?
They're far have barrage by now.
I kind
Oh,
of.
I'm pulling center.
I
Ow.
might be dead.
I have bongos.
I was one shot. That's why
I
the coach could kill me.
can get you.
Sigma's one.
I don't.
Sigma down.
There we go.
Holy shit!
Okay!
Pulling.
I'm
sorry, Doc.
Oh.
Just die, Mercy, please!
Danny, pause
Got
it.
you.
Oh, never mind. No, don't. You don't need to.
Dang it.
I just saw
Said
the same
pause
one.
and my hand went to it.
Oh my gosh. Guys, try to back up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Got it. Let's all group up.
Don't let the
Get
Sigma
out.
push on
Yeah,
you.
that's it.
Let's wait for Danny.
Yeah. It'll be quick.
I got
Oh,
Sigma's
can
down.
go.
Yeah, you guys can go. Oh, you're there in a second.
Mercy.
Oh, I fucked up.
I'm here.
Sigma, guys,
Far
pushing that
far behind
Sigma.
you guys, watch out. Far behind you, far. I grabbed it. I'm on it.
Gotcha.
Dude, Ash is in that room.
Frag is half. Frag is half.
I'm coming down. Watch Bob.
Good
Damage
back.
boost you all. Feel the wrath.
Watch behind.
I am there.
Ash is right corner.
Far
I
behind.
can get you right here.
Far behind.
Immortality, immortality.
That pharmacy needs to go.
I know.
I know.
Mercy's
This-
low. Got her.
Kill
Nice.
Ursa.
Get that, Rissa.
Working on it.
Gotcha. Aww.
One, this
Far
one.
hit. Got her.
Nice job.
I'm coming back at 84% to bongos. Looks like we almost have Blade again.
Yeah.
And mines.
Got you. What about them? What are we looking at? Probably Bob. Right?
No,
I
they
mean,
just
she had.
got Bob.
Oh shit, you're right.
Maybe supercharger?
Oh, maybe. I almost have mine, so.
Bongo and Baptiste ult. They for sure have Baptiste ult.
Sigma?
Maybe
Did they
Barrage.
use it?
Ooh, they might
They
do
use Sigma
Sigma
in the-
Bongo.
They definitely have. Oh, I'm gonna mine here.
Okay. I'm gonna do Bongos on the corner.
That's the risk one.
I gotcha.
Hey.
No, come back.
Bongo's down.
Sigma, guys. Sigma.
Where's Far?
Where's that? Is that far?
Back left corner. Back left corner. Nice.
Nice.
I call that the barrage at the spawn, so they can't do
They
anything.
didn't kill me.
Just spawn camping with Rush.
Yeah.
I was spawn camping with Valk.
Yes. Even more efficient.
Do I get to do pharmacy?
Do you guys want Nash?
You can.
Oh, I thought you were saying to Ash.
You can do Ash too.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it both.
Yay! I've been looking forward to playing Ash today, and I haven't been able to.
Basically the same comp they were running almost.
I've been practicing Hanzo,
Just-
so I'm glad to be
They're
able
running Sigma instead
Sigma.
of Ball.
Yeah.
to. They're running Baptiste instead of Moira.
I mean, wouldn't the Hanzo be better for shield break, or do I pretty much just do that already?
I can do it. I can Afara too, so I'll take over that duty. I like Hanzo too.
Hanzo's fun. You've been doing really well at him lately.
Yeah, dude, I was destroying people on Rialto. Loved it.
What happened to the person
I
that
find
they
that
said
when
that
I'm
was
devoted to
level
play a hero-
3300? How come they didn't come?
They might have been too tilted to come.
Wheelbarrow?
You really don't like this person.
Beryl gets like extremely tilted that to where she'll like frickin' scream and throw shit when she's playing comp.
Oh dear. What team was Barrel roll on before? I swear I've seen that.
PPXXL.
Okay. Got it.
Alright, they're Farah and then they're pushing main.
Oh, so it's like Overwatch League when you get demoted to contenders.
Oh, they just, a lot of people just choose to go in.
Oh, I just got.
Oh, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Punk.
They're playing so fucking.
No, with
Oh.
you. There we go.
Controller's like dying.
I'll have Punk.
Okay,
Okay.
it's a
Mantis
wrestling
is on
camp.
Diva.
Oh.
Yeah, Punk left.
We hang.
Good slime.
Keep out of position, keep out of position.
Oh, they're
Trying to
flying
fireball
right to me.
behind them.
Jesus.
Orisa's super low.
Diva's in the back.
I had to
Diva's
drop.
pretty low.
Okay. Far hit. Far left. Far one.
That's
Oh,
one.
break that shield, break that shield, break that shield. Focus on Orisa. Bar's down.
I have barrage.
Rissa, guys. Rissa.
Burst it down.
Diva.
She's out of bed.
Gotcha.
She's dead too. Fucked.
My controller literally was starting to
Here at Junk.
junk at some point.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, we can you know. Oh, hey. Oh, you killed the junk? Nice.
Alright, Mercy's trying to battle Mercy me.
Far ahead.
Hey, can someone... Oh, thanks.
Oh.
Hey, ready for pull chuck when I drag him?
Oh.
It's okay. I barrage so everyone else can live. Oh no, wait, no, it didn't work.
Buzzing.
I tried to give you some space with that dragons. D-bomb me though. Dang it. D-bomb forced me.
Diva's blind.
Be careful, Arisa.
On what?
Going center.
It's a
Bar's
piece
on
of
the
ice.
left, up top. She's
I
like
can't
center
touch
low.
point.
They're weird though.
Junk behind. He went back into the tunnel.
They lose the machine when
Ah, makes
Nice
sense.
shot.
Thank you. My shield's low.
Behind Junkrat. Watch out, Brody. Watch out, Brody. I got you.
Bonko's on corner.
Go back. Try and get back.
Junk one. He's
I can
dead.
get you, Murray.
Got Junk.
Come back up.
I got him.
We're good.
Marissa?
Far hit, far one. Far healed. Hit her again though.
That bar could die. Please, someone killing her.
I hit her.
Yeah.
I hit her again, she's one.
They have a tower now.
I just rest.
It's alright. I'm gonna have dragons.
Oh, I'm
Dog,
dead.
you can
How
hit
much
a
Holly
fat
down?
barrage here.
Gotcha. I'm getting you.
Just fly really low.
Bar got me.
Diva's at me.
Tip with barrage, you do more ult than Death Blossom if you're really low to the ground.
I know, but Diva got in my face.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
food
yeah, that makes
raptor.
sense, I'm sorry.
She wouldn't let me, so.
Diva on me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Team
Diva on
action.
me.
Diva dead, Diva got brained.
Just get Pap and Sombra.
I know.
Got some,
And then
bro.
Farah.
She's hit. Nice.
Nice job.
Gotta play fire, yeah.
I got to play Hanzo. Again.
Yo, my controller was drifting so fucking hard I could hardly even like shoot anything.
Listen, you confirmed a couple of my pile drivers.
Oh yeah. I was low every time.
Like, yeah, you got a bunch of them.
Nice job.
Do they want to do map 5? Or
Can you ask them? If they do, then we're gonna switch out Danny for Rav.
the healing one?
If you don't mind, Danny.
I
don't mind.
Scrim chat.
Yeah.
Hey, don't start it until I go upstairs real quick.
Rav really does have corn dogs.
Yeah, and my brother, he admitted to being like,
Oh, you have the Overwatch. Rav has the Overwatch cookbook.
Lucky.
Lucky. Makes me hungry.
Can't have any more cookbooks.
Makes me want ramen.
I mean, I told him I'm like, stop.
They're bringing Korean in for this fifth map.
Oh, fuck.
I don't even know who he is, but he seems dangerous.
He's a very, very good DPS. He's literally the best DPS that Pizza Planet has. His Tracer and his hits and his Widow are absolutely insane. I know because I've commentated their matches, so I've seen this guy in action.
His Widow and his Tracer?
Yeah, his Widow and his Tracer.
He hasn't met my McCree.
Don't underestimate him.
I mean, you guys told me the same thing about Gamer's Blood, and you fan the hammered me constantly.
Yeah, and he still cleaned us up. Like, yeah.
He still beat me with Fan the Hammer, but he didn't beat me long range with McCree, because, you know, got aimbot. Just kidding. Please don't take that seriously. I will take a picture of all my controllers. And my mouse and keyboard don't even hook up to my...
They're bringing Korean in, Chuck.
Alright.
Okay.
You're not gonna tell her.
I don't give a shit.
I don't know what it's
Rev for me. Let's do
that. For you, but you know, I will.
Korean fucking name.
So
I accidentally put a voice too many times. My bad. That's why my left stick's stuck.
I don't remember Globe Dragon being that low in SR.
Who?
Globe Dragon.
What is he?
Oh,
She is.
silver.
Didn't she used to be in charge of a team? Wasn't she in charge of a team? Does anyone remember?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, she left.
Awesomely hashtag free gubbins. I like that. One of them left. Does that mean they're not gonna be able to do map 5? Or we have to give them somebody?
Oh no, they're saying. Are they saying GG's or?
CM Punk said that. Well, I don't know if they're saying that or if CM Punk just said, because he already left.
Yeah.
Yeah, he left in the middle of our last match.
I don't. Danny would have to tell us. Oh.
I'll text him.
Danny said, let me know when we're ready. We are ready.
What about them?
They are down 1. I told him.
We have something going on, so I don't know. This is Korean.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Oh, they have
Why'd
a,
they
like...
bring him in if they could?
Put me in.
Who do they
Oh
need?
no, change.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say
I'd
lol.
rather-
Let's change sub for you.
I'd rather. Can we give him awesomely over change? Oh, it looks like they're all going.
I think they're having
Okay.
internal issues. That's
Oh.
usually what that means when someone says that, you know?
I can go over there if they need damage.
I don't think they
I
want
like to see how
do map
Korean
5.
plays.
I don't think they
Down
want to do
two.
a map 5.
Yeah.
Looks
Dang it,
like-
I was really hoping to go over there and just be like, so Korean, what are your tricks on flanking? What are your favorite ways to do it?
Yeah,
Just-
Danny.
Let's see what they want to.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah,
doing
they're
it.
all
Alright.
leaving. Okay.
That's tough. They're done. Alright. Alright. Well, good scrim, guys, I guess. Take a 4-0.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Yeah.
Is there anything, I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but, like, is there anything you guys need me to improve on, or anything?
I think your hit scan's more better than your projectile, but that's just me personally.
Like,
I only play McCree and Ash's hit scan, so.
But your McCree is very strong.
I want
Danny's going to bed.
Who is?
Danny?
Danny, two,
Oh,
one,
okay.
Danny, one. Well,
The good one.
How was my Pharah for the first time in a scrim?
It was good. I love playing Pharah, but like there was some things that like I was like, come on. Pharah duels. That's one thing you need to work on. That's really all I can say.
I
Your
really
Pharah
just picked her up like
1v1s
2 days ago, so.
Oh yeah. If you guys ever need a Pharah to win in Pharah 1v1s like in game, I can do that. I'm usually pretty good at hitting rocket
Yeah, I'm all
directs
for it.
on mid-air Pharahs. Because I usually play with like a guy who's like high diamond masters Pharah, but he plays on a Smurf with me, and his Pharah is broken. Like, but he was saying like I'm usually just good at Pharah 1v1s. I'm decent at like he said I'm good for like platinum Pharahs, but like yeah, that's what he said.
Alright, well, I'm probably gonna log off for the night. Great scrim, guys.
Yeah, I'm always open to criticism though if you guys have anything to say.
Okay, yeah, we can also, like, if you guys notice anything or things that you didn't want to bring up here, you can always bring it up in team chat and stuff that we can talk about later. Bambi, are you going to bed?
Huh?
Are you about to go?
No.
Okay. Interesting.
Take care, guys.
What?
Join me in my laboratory.
Huh?
Join me in my laboratory. My office.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm fucking weird.
It's like, what's gonna happen? Please don't do anything.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Howdy.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A project, so I couldn't.
Oh. Did you do well in your project?
I don't know. It's not due till tomorrow.
Damn. You do stuff in
Doing
advance. You're so smart, Change.
Thank you, Chuck.
I mean, day before it's due isn't really an
Yo,
advance.
that's me. I used to finish my
Just keep
projects
flexing
like
on us with your
as I'm
college
walking in.
degree, Bambi. See what happens.
It's the Canadian way. They finish the day. They finish them the day they get them. Like, this project is due in 3 weeks. Take your time, Bam. You just like I have his pencil.
Oh no! I do everything the day before it's due as late as possible.
There it is.
But when you turn it in, you say sorry though, right? Like sorry, you know.
No, because I turn in the day of its due, and I turn it in. Like, here you go.
I was talking to Bambi. It was a Canadian joke.
I'm just like.
Oh my god, Change. Oh my god, ruined my joke.
He's from
Hey,
Canada,
awesome.
Missouri.
Hey, Bambi. I mean, hey, Chuck. Hey, Chuck. You're supposed to acknowledge Bambi when you talk to people. So when you talk to Bambi, for example, you're supposed to go, hey, Bambi, at Bambi. And then say the joke. You don't fucking just say it, okay?
No, you say it. I'm looking straight at Bambi as I'm saying this joke. That's
You're
how I
not
know it's
looking
going
at
to.
him.
Yes, I
You're
am.
looking at me.
I'm looking at his
You're
name.
looking at me.
Look at
Oh,
me.
you're looking at me.
Look at me.
You're looking
Look at me.
Yep.
I'm the
Look at
captain now.
the captain now. Look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now.
Oh,
Where
but-
is she?
That's not even the same fucking movie.
I know it's not.
So CM Punk really loves playing Diva. Does anyone else agree with this?
I like Diva too, dude. I like beating too. Hey yo.
Dude, CM Punk was so mad at us. They usually pull off some stupid shit where they always like hard on us with the fucking Diva, and we're like, oh my god, what are we gonna do against the Diva? It just, I has a 3-second booster now. Oh my god. But we all just focused on her the whole time. Every time we saw, I don't know if it's here.
I thought CM Punk was a
Seemed
dude.
frazzled on.
I don't know. Is CM Punk a dude? I don't fucking know. Is it?
I don't know. I'm gonna call it he for now.
Okay.
But he seemed frazzled on Diva. Like there were a couple times where he dove me and he had a legit dive, but other than that, like there was times where he like didn't know who to target.
I bet you
Like, there were
comms
times
were
where-
like crazy because they did not
Yeah,
really
they're-
focus on anyone. I mean, you were
No,
right
there
there
wasn't.
standing
They
in front of
weren't-
them as Junkrat.
Yeah, I don't think they were calling targets because it was me and Marahi 1v1ing the Diva on defense, and I was on Hanzo, Marahi was on Moira, and he was shooting me, and then he would shoot Marahi, then he would shoot me, then he would shoot Marahi, and he would just keep switching targets, and that's what led him to getting demec'd and popped in the head so quickly. Is that like he just
Wait.
kind of didn't know who to go for.
Both of you 1v1'd at the same time? Isn't that a 2v1?
I didn't say it was a 1v1.
Yes, you did.
I think the word was, in fact, we both were 1v1 in a Diva.
Whatever. All right. You know what I meant. All right. Don't bully me.
Also,
But,
is the
like-
type of kid. Also, is the type of kid at school that when a kid gets, I got you a milk for you, and I got milk for myself. You the type of kid to say, "Yeah, you got 2 milks, fucking idiot."
But yeah, so they seemed like they weren't calling targets because I don't know, you guys weren't there, were you? Or Awesomely might have been. It was on Horizon, and I tired, and Zarya and Lucio were standing right where I was. Yeah, and I was standing right next to them, one of them, and they just kind of didn't shoot me.
Yeah.
It was.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
it was
does
just-
explain because especially when they were like, "Oh, we have to go because something came up." It's like, okay, I know what that means as a captain. It means shit's going down on the team. They're fucking pissed.
Yo, you saw that one person left instantly, and then Korean came in, and then CM Punk left.
Yeah.
One dude called the other one a motherfucker or some shit. There was
Yeah, they seem like they're having some internal conflicts.
Definitely.
Motherfucker. Why?
Which, I mean,
Oh.
that could be good, though.
Because he's
I
playing
mean,
Diva.
not for them, but, like, for
Or
when
the
we go
fact
against
that,
them.
yeah, if you go against them, I mean, to be honest, you guys probably have a chance to beat them because Pizza Point is a gatekeeper team. They can
Apparently
beat
we
every.
play-
Go on.
According to Chuck, apparently we play them in the same map pool after
Next week as you play them.
Nova. Yeah, so
Oh,
I
okay.
guess we can, if they keep having these internal issues and they keep playing how they have been on all these maps, then we can just capitalize, I guess.
Just if we have honey too. You didn't even have honey.
Yeah.
So-
Honey wasn't there for the Widowmaker. We didn't have a Widowmaker, but they didn't really have anything against the
that's
Widow.
true.
They had a Widow, but she was getting forced off high ground constantly.
Well, and Glob was on DPS, which was like a throw. So I mean, it's basically they would 5v6.
Does Nerdy normally play tank, by the way?
Yeah, I've banned him in tank before, haven't we? Banned?
I don't know.
Is he a Rhine main though? Because
Appreciate
I
that
don't
backup.
Yeah. Or he could just be their Orisa player.
No, I think he does play tank before. I swear I faced him before in tank.
Or he could be an off tank that they
Why?
had to
What
bot
was he
into.
doing? Some weird shit?
On Reinhardt, he was overextending.
It seemed
when
like
his team
their
wasn't
whole
behind him.
tank line was whack.
Their tank line was not communicating at all. It looked like their Rhine would go in, their Diva would stay back, their Diva would go in, their Rhine would stay back. It was crazy.
Nerdy Buttercat's a Diamond Rhine Hog main.
Oh,
So could
so
have
he's
been
just Psycho, but better.
yeah.
Oh, is that
Psycho's Diamond too.
Psycho's?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, their tanks obviously weren't communicating based off both those matches.
Well, you said somebody called somebody a motherfucker, so I mean, Someone did
I
that.
don't know if that's factual. I'm
I
just
think
saying
that's
that.
an
I'm just saying that. Yeah, it's an example. That's why I was using an example because there's obviously there's obviously like
Communication errors.
internal problems happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we might be able to ask Danny tomorrow.
Man, Danny still has. I think he's still on their server.
He is.
And like, I don't know. I was scared. I was a little bit scared to play Korean because you guys were telling me about his Tracer and his Widow. But like, I don't know. Is there like any VOD reviews we could watch of Pizza Planet to see what Koreans like Tracers like? So when we play them.
If you go
I know
to
that
the
Fat Cat, Mama Bear, Psycho, and CM Punk all have streaming accounts. There's a possibility they have saved VODs.
Okay. Because I was
Also,
saying,
you
I
can
was
just
like,
watch any Pizza Planet game from the Mama's Overwatch Guild account.
on Twitch.
That's only if
Alright.
in recent history if they've been saved.
What
Yeah.
about
On
the
the,
they don't
on
have
the primary account, they are.
Did they play on the primary account or did they get personally saved to other people's accounts?
I don't know. I'm
'Cause I know
assuming
that,
there's something from this year on that account.
Because I know that the most recent game you guys played was saved to like Red Hood Kitty's account or something like that.
but like, what I was gonna say is, Korean, like, I wanna watch how he flanks. Because if I watch the VOD reviews and see like his outline while he flanks, like if there's a way I can watch the VOD review where I just don't see one person's perspective and I see like his like flank routes, I could probably try and cancel him out with like Junkrat and try that. And I could also like the way he plays her, so like if he shoots whole clip then blinks or just blinks frantically, it could help me with my McCree aim and flashbang timing.
That's true.
There's just all tiny things, and then in his Widow gameplay, I could just notice how he like if he flicks or not, and dive him based off of it. There are tiny things that like players on console have, where they like they either do one thing or they do the other. There's some heroes where it's like you don't have another like third option, so it's easy to like watch tape and now analyze.
Change. Did you see how I didn't feed for once as Arista? Did you see that?
Yeah, I was surprised. Chuck didn't feed at all.
Yeah, because you're on
Which
a
was
Risa.
crazy.
Wow.
Damn,
Change.
got you.
I
Damn,
was
put you
doing the
back where you
feeding that
belong.
game.
Dude, Bambi just like walked in their backline. It's not even in a ball. Just walked in their backline and they did fucking nothing. They just watched him.
Yeah. Wait. You guys were watching. I already asked for feedback from the people that were playing. Do you guys have any feedback for me on any of the heroes I played? Like any errors? Things I can
I didn't watch enough.
Let me see. I only really have positive notes about you so far. On Oasis University, there was a Sombra on high ground, so you went up to high ground to deal with her instead of letting Chuck get hacked for the third time. So that was a good thing.
which scenario was that? There was one where it was I was
I
already
think
high
the one
ground.
we got killed.
There was one where I was already high ground and she got me.
No,
she was
but I'm
focused.
saying you went to high ground because she was patrolling high ground and she was hacking Chuck.
Really? Okay.
And you ended up there. I don't know if it was on purpose or
okay.
not, but you
That
put
was not on
pressure on
purpose,
her
but
ability
okay.
to hack. Blizzard World. A lot of these pushes on Blizzard World were, I thought you guys were just going to straight up lose, but then you got like 2 or 3 main picks.
With Reaper?
With Hanzo, I think it was.
Oh, defense. Oh yeah.
Yes. And you guys just kind of killed the push before they had enough time to do it like 2 different times. And the only
Horizon
time...
defense was horrendous for them. Their attack was horrendous.
Horizon seemed to be where it all fell apart because Junk and Hanzo don't necessarily synergize together. And you guys just dominated because they just wouldn't do anything about you.
Well, we didn't even coordinate this. Bambi had great Orisa pulls, and I just kind of fed off of it with the Junkrat bombs. And then
But yeah.
Doc was shooting them from a different angle, so I think they were trying. I think their Rhyme was kind of frazzled, trying to shield me and Hanzo at the same time. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think Doc was next to me when she was shooting.
Yeah. Who was the Symmetra on Horizon Lunar offense?
Doc.
Doc. A note for her: teleport to point more often than going to the high ground because they were running a brawl off and they could have shoved you
We
off.
told her to go high ground.
We called
were
high
gonna
ground.
Go point, but then they were holding point, so we called high ground.
Oh, I couldn't see that from that angle. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were gonna at first we were gonna call the middle like on the, but then we were like someone called, hey no, let's go high ground, so we all went high ground instead. And then I couldn't find a fucking portal. I was like, oh shit, oh shit, I couldn't find a portal.
Chuck's like, where's the portal? Doc's like, back here, back here.
Yeah, no, my plan was to like get them mid-transition because rotating people are bad at rotating.
That makes sense.
But then like what happened was we just went high ground and they rotated poorly to high ground, and the same thing happened. What I wanted.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but I noticed on Blizzard World I had a couple positioning errors, and I called that out for myself. I was like, that's my bad. I made a mistake there. Because I got a lot
more
of
on Route
positioning
66.
Positioning?
On your guys' defense, I saw more errors there than any other map for positioning. But they just wouldn't punish anybody. So
on what
I would
heroes?
take any.
Was it Bambi on ball?
Bambi on ball, you on junk, and Mareki
I didn't play junk on Route.
Moira.
I didn't play junk on Route 66.
Who did you play?
Hanzo.
Hanzo. Never mind, you're right. They have the same face. I was barely looking.
What?
Same face, yeah.
No,
Do
no
they?
you're right. 'Cause on defense, you were doing that.
100%.
On offense, you were also running a
Genji.
Genji.
You're in Genji, yeah.
No, you're right. Yeah.
I messed
The
up on
point
my
is
blades
that-
a lot, which I felt bad about.
Hardly at all during defense.
Well, that's because
and
they just kind of
bullshit.
threw immortality when they wanted.
It was kind of hard to like really do like solid plans because a lot of their pushes were like very unorganized. So it was like patterns were kind of hard to like really like position my. I know I was starting to get a little sloppy because like I do agree with that, they were not punishing us at all. So it was like we could kind of just do whatever the fuck we wanted to do, and then we kind of just took control. That's how we won each time, and they just like collapsed. I don't know what the hell was going on them because they usually this. You know, they usually play a little better
that's
than
what I'm
this.
saying. Anything that you guys did on Route 66 should be taken with a grain of salt.
Mookie
Confidence
Betts is on
booster,
the
if anything.
Dodgers now. I'm sorry. Is there anything else I can work on? Because I'm really looking for something I can work on. Because you know, just that kind of guy.
How coordinated are you with the Hanzo and the junk for pulling with Bambi? I guess it was
I've been
Chuck
telling
on
him.
those
I've been
maps.
telling him to pull every time I dragons.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Not with Junkrat though. We've kind of just been. He's been pulling, and I've just been shooting at the pull.
Okay.
I like to
I
just generally stick
really
with
wouldn't
Myrisa.
have many other notes for you. I just have written down a lot. Push failed because Danny popped 2.
Damn.
Yeah.
They really didn't answer for our DPS today.
They didn't answer any overextends either.
Or
Because I
overextends
overextended
either.
a lot.
I have a specific note on Route 66 where Bambi got caught in a trap, and the pharmacy
And
was
he
looking at him,
didn't
and they
shoot.
just didn't do anything.
They didn't shoot him?
Oh yeah. No.
No, like
I'm
I
just
stood there in a trap, was like, "Can someone help me?" Like quiet because I wasn't getting shot at, and like Moira gave me some healing, and then I just kind of.
I'm
It's
just
like
saying, if they
Rap-
wanted to, they
okay,
could have built barrage off of you and team.
I just want to say on Route 66, it seemed like Rag just kind of gave up.
Oh yeah. They
Oh, yeah, for
ulted
sure.
like 10 million miles away from you guys, and I think got like 12 total damage with barrages. It was kind of awful.
There was a
Yeah, I was
barrage that Ragnarok did on, I forgot when it was. It was in second point in that tiny doorway. They barraged the doorway because I think Bambi was in there or some shit with and they did it because they did it so far away. Just none of it touched Bambi. I don't think you even noticed. Like that's the type of shit they were doing on Route 66.
Why? What do you think the hell was going
Yeah,
on?
they seemed like they were throwing
Throwing.
on Route 66.
Why would they just? Why would they just say, "Oh, I don't want to play"? Like we didn't have to do the map.
Because they're tilted.
Yeah, people
And
who are
they
upset
also
don't
able-
want to admit that there's something's wrong.
Yeah.
It's a scrim. You
also-
could literally just say, "I don't want to do this. We're done." I'm like, "Okay, cool."
And they also could have, just said, we're tired of this man killing me all the time. Named Danny, too good for you. We're out.
I mean,
Sorry,
Chuck, they
I had
can't
to
say
do
that
it.
because that's how you lose a starting position, Chuck.
Oh my
Because
god.
the captain's going to see that and go, oh, they're not motivated to play.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, like, I feel like their coach would be less understanding. Because if I said, Chuck, I don't feel like playing anymore. Like, we're down 3-0 and I'm kind of tired. Like, I feel like Chuck would be understanding and be like,
No, I put your fucking ass in. I don't play that game. I'll throw your ass in there. I'll put you into the
Alright,
fucking
fine.
fire. I don't give a shit.
What? You put me in the fire. I'm gonna overcome that fire, take
Yeah.
over hell, invade heaven, and take over the world.
Damn.
All right.
Ooh, oh, damn.
Damn. Damn.
Improve.
I don't mean to be
adapt,
rude, but Danny, aren't you like
overcome.
13?
14.
Get rid
Don't
get
you have
more
a growth spurt
constantly.
to go through first?
I turned 15 in 4 months, 3 months.
Well, happy early birthday.
Thank you. May. Do my little dance in the corner. But yeah, other than that, that was a really good scrim, guys. I mean, I can't really say that based off of Pete play. It's just errors in our capitalization, but like other than that, it seemed like it was pretty good. Rav's just by herself in group chat, by the way.
Oh, it's been awkward.
She's like talking. She's like, why aren't anybody responding?
Sorry about that. I walked away for a little bit.
So,
Burnt my fucking
What?
finger.
yikes.
Well, that's an oof.
That's
Why'd
a
you
big
break it?
oof.
Why'd you break your finger?
Burn, not break.
Oh, shit. How'd you break your finger?
Touching that spicy play.
Oh, he touched his pit.
Idiot.
He's touched his penis.
See
All
if
you guys
Why
are
is it
lagging
so
out, and
hot?
all I'm hearing is pee, and then
Pit.
just blink out.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I just said he touched his penis.
He mutes his mic to censor himself. Ah, that's good. That's good. I feel like we could do better with May Reaper. That's one of the comps I think we need to improve on. Because like we're running it decent, but like we didn't run it to where we were like freezing and shotgunning. We're kind of just like dilly-dallying with May Reaper.
No, that's something we work on. We didn't have. Oh, we had some before.
We didn't really run Death Ball or like a brawly comp.
No, you guys did, but only on one map.
We were in Death Ball? Which map?
Not a death ball, a brawl.
Oh. Which map did we run Brawl on?
Blizzard World Offense.
Oasis. Oh. I was thinking Oasis because we had Rav on
That's
Brig.
that's one of my only notes for you guys is where is it? Blizzard World Offense. You guys properly achieved a brawl comp by rotating to the high ground and then all the way around and running up on them. Bambi is enabled and he just wrecks shop. And then
Bambi actually called that out. Bambi was like, let's do this, run a brawl comp. Like, Bambi's been doing really good at just telling us what comps to run and telling us where to go exactly and telling us how to run this and that. I like it. Because finally,
That's
there's
good.
like, on some teams we've been on before, there's never been like a real shot caller. People just kind of dilly-dallied. Which, that's why I've been liking Bambi and Chuck. Very just call out, go, do this, not anything else.
Oh my
I
god,
I really
I
was hoping
burnt my
that you guys
fucking
would run
finger.
into more difficulty today because
So was I.
Bambi was supposed to be working on a certain project, but you
Well-
guys weren't at all challenged, so there was no way to practice.
Usually Pizza Planet puts up more of a fight, and that's what I was They usually do something,
That's
but
what I was
They only put
expecting.
Psycho on. Psycho was only on off tank on the very last round.
Yeah, he played like
So,
shit
I don't-
still.
I know,
Yeah,
but that's
he
what I'm
did.
saying. It's like I feel
He's
like there
probably
might have been
tilted.
some kind of problem with him.
He was on
definitely
Sigma, and he
tilted.
kind of. Oh yeah, for sure. Because on Sigma, like he was. I killed him as Genji a couple times on Sigma, and that's rare. Because Sigma kind of just destroys Genji in 1v1s usually.
Usually, yeah,
Because
usually.
he has, you know, the abilities for it, stun, D-Matrix, basically, and a shield. And his arms do splash damage, so you don't even have to hit him. You can just be generally close to him.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest,
yeah.
Pizza Planet is a gatekeeper team in a ways. They can knock the shit out of Nova and like all like the bad teams and get into playoffs because of that, but they can never win because they can't beat any of the top 4 teams.
So they're kind of like the Guangzhou Charge, in a way.
They're like Philadelphia.
Mm.
Philadelphia could beat, especially in season 2, not season 1.
Okay,
Philadelphia.
I was about to say season 1 they were dominant,
Yeah,
but season 2, yeah, for sure.
They're my boys in season 1, but in season 2 they
Crumbled.
They crumbled. Yeah, they could beat all the shit teams, but they can't be like any of the
Because
top
they
10.
just crumbled in goats. They couldn't play goats. Sato was just terrible at Rhine.
He was not a good Ryan. That's true. Yeah.
Sato was terrible at Rhine. Carpe
but wait-
never had comfortability on Zarya.
Like honestly, they probably should have like tried to like do their own shit with the monkey goats because their monkey goats look legit. Sato's a pretty damn good monkey, but they never.
Sato's a really good
stuck
monkey.
with that.
Or they could have tried to do what Chengdu did, and like Houston did, which was run the ball with a spam comp.
Yeah, they could have tried that, but I don't know. Like they tried it like season 3, or not season 3, stage 3. They attempted some comps of that, and it didn't really look great because it's more the fact that Carpe and EQO at the end of the day are good DPS, but they were just getting fucked by the newcomers because the newcomers they're just new breed talent. They gotta step it up.
And EQO, I love EQO. Great Genji, great overall play. But his Pharah doesn't live up to what Shadowburn left there. If EQO went to Paris and Shadowburn stayed, they would have ran that spam comp. Because Shadowburn's an insane Pharah. They have Shadowburn on that Pharah. They have Carpe who can run the Tracer or the Hanzo, and then they have who's their 4th DPS?
On what team? Philadelphia? They had
Yeah.
Snillo.
Who?
Snillo.
Snillo.
Yeah.
Snillo could have ran Sombra. He was great.
I mean, he was a tracer specialist that went to Fusion Uni, became like the Sombra. He was the Brigida player for Fusion Uni, and then became like the Sombra. So he had practice.
They could have ran him on Sombra and ran that spam comp well if they just didn't let Shadowburn go.
I mean, here's the thing though. It could have been a situation that Shadowburn got the offer from Paris and he chose to leave.
True.
Because like that's what happened to Soon when Soon left Valiant. He got the offer from Paris and chose to leave because he wanted to represent his country. France.
I play in Paris.
Yeah. And Paris had the money. Like they had the money to pick up. So because as we saw this offseason.
They picked Superstar DPS. And then they're like, oh, we're so set, we're going to be great in a 2-2-2, maybe if Dive still is there. And then out came Goat stomping over the whole league, like, what's up, boys? We're meta now, and soon, and Shadowburn just went.
Well, that's not entirely true. Because, like, there was reports and scrims, they were fucking smashing people in Goats. They were hyped up to be one of the best Goats teams when season 2 started.
I heard that too.
And they
Ben Best was the scrim good, game bust.
Yeah,
because Ben Best was I heard like before season started, Ben best Reinhardt, like before season was going in, like Ben Best was looking like the best Reinhardt in scrims, crushing teams, running over them.
Yeah.
And then when it came to the game, Ben Best was out of position, caught himself getting his team picked off, getting himself the first pick, and just shattering right into shields.
I feel like, well, yeah, the thing about Ben Best that gave him a lot of hype also was he was on a Contenders Europe team called Young and Beautiful, which is one of the worst Contender Europe teams, and he was able to pop off on that team because everybody was dog shit except him.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he was okay, so he looked
That's
better
why
than he
they
actually
picked him up.
was.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then he went to, they picked him up because of Team France. He went to Team France and did really good on Team France until the playoffs when they got wiped by Korea. But
Oh yeah, Korea
that was
destroyed everybody in that playoffs that year.
yeah, so the people thought like, hey, this guy, or Paris probably thought, Paris Eternal, like, this guy's pretty good. Let's pick him up. He was not that good. And they never. Sorry, go on.
So, what was so weird about the World Cup of this year was that Korea had maybe its best team it's had ever, if they didn't have Badosin on there. Badosin
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Their team was quite weak, actually. This was the weakest Korean team. Like,
Their
Architect
DPS
is
line
good.
was insane.
No,
Architect and Carpe looked great.
honestly, Architect
They
looked
should put
great.
Haxel there.
Haxel and Carpe, get rid of those fucking shitters. Like, I mean, Haxel's not a shitter, but Haxel is very limited with his hero pool, and he seemed kind of flustered. Like, I don't know. And
Carpe's just
if you want the best Korean team, get Liberal. Put him with Architect.
Libero, they've never put Libero on one of those teams and like actually kept him there. Like Libero's always been that, I guess we'll put in Libero. Like Libero, honestly, I think he's that low-key kind of MVP for the XL. Because if you watch their games, Libero is usually getting the first pick or cleaning up the whole team.
Yeah, he's also has a crazy-ass hero pool. He's really
Libero is a
consistent every hero
superstar,
plays.
and all of his hero pool is insane. He plays Junk, he plays Genji, he plays Doomfist, he plays Sombra, he plays Zarya, he plays Widow. We've seen him play Widow before. He was nasty, but they like Pine better. But now they don't have a Widowmaker. Well, they have Nene.
They have Nene, yeah.
Yeah, but like Libero's hero pool is just so massive, but they never give him a chance in the World Cup, which is heartbreaking because Libero is just so nasty.
I mean, there's also the chance that he just denied the World Cup spot, kind of like Nero did for Team USA.
Oh yeah, I forgot Nero got denied Team USA, and honestly, I mean, it's not that bad because Corey popped off.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, Corey's the best Widowmaker in the league right now. Corey's the best Widowmaker, and Corey's the best Hanzo.
It could be true. I mean, like, I'm trying to think right now. Because if, like, Carpe gets back into his former glory, when doesn't look like doesn't want to be there, Carpe could become the best again, but Corey, you might be right about that. Corey might be the best right now. I don't know, though, like, Striker and Architect are both fucking insane. Widow.
Oh yeah, Striker and Architect are great.
We haven't seen Corey. Yeah, he's the Unshocked, the Tracer Widow, and Reaper player. But we haven't seen Shock go against Justice yet. But that, I think, is going to be a game that's going to determine the best Widow. Because I think Striker and Architect are fucking insane on Widow.
And Striker's also great McCree.
Oh yeah, he played McCree. I forgot about that. Yeah, he did.
But like Corey, here's the thing I love about Corey. His positioning is amazing because he played Goats against some teams in Washington. Like he played Widow against Goats, and the maps that they did win against Goats with Corey as Widow was insane. Because Corey would be picking off the supports, because he's a flank Widow, but his positioning on the flank Widow is insane.
I think his positioning is actually the same as most Widows. It's actually his mechanics. His aim is kind of fucking disgusting. Like, they're disgusting how good they are. I think his positioning is just the same as, like, any other DPSs. It's just that his mechanics make him that good.
Have you seen that Hanzo? There's this little tiny hole between the Orisa shield and the cart, and he shot it through that little like clip and brained a Mei in the back as Hanzo.
Which match was this?
It was against... I don't remember. It was Justice. It was stage 4 for sure.
Yeah.
And
when Justice wasn't shitters.
Justice was great in stage 4.
Yeah, they were. But I don't
Stratus
know.
looked amazing in stage 4.
I don't know if that was. It's debatable if they were like good in stage 4 because of the meta or something else. Cause I personally think it was the meta. I really
They were
helped them
great in
there.
stage 4 because of Corey. That's really it. Corey is their main carry.
Yeah.
They're building, and you can see off the free agency they're building off Corey. Because John has left, they let go of Sansam, and they're bringing in contenders tanks that are really good at protection. They're good tanks, not damage tanks.
I'm actually not crazy because for the tank line, Lilish and Elivo got picked up in stage 3 of Overwatch League for Justice for goats. Lilish and Elivo were goats players. That's where they got their fame from. They haven't looked too good on Team Sweden, and what we heard from like leaks, quote unquote, that they haven't been good during a Risa meta. Specifically Lilish, what could be supported why they picked up Roar. They picked up Roars who wasn't good either, but he probably might be a better Risa.
Oh, Roar is definitely the guy that they were looking for Corey. Because Roar is an insane Orisa. And Winston. I think Roar's weakest hero is his Rhine.
I think he's just mediocre in every scene, personally. I think he got hyped up because his performance on Kongdo Profera. He was hyped up because of that. Because he had DPS line Decay and fucking DM. Yeah, DPS line, but...
His Winston, his Winston's great. His Winston's good. I think his Winston's his best hero, and then Orisa, then Rhine.
It's his best hero. I just don't think he's better than most main tanks.
He's not better than most Winstons. He's just really good at Winston because most main tanks in the league are just insane at Winston.
Yeah. There's only a couple left at this point actually. There's Smurf, Axiom, who's been on the bench. Axiom's been stuck on the bench. Gomsu's a great Winston too, yeah, but he's also a good Orisa.
I'm a Dallas fan, and I love that Gomsu got picked up. Because we got basically the superstar contenders team we got a superstar contenders DPS line. We have Doha and we have Decay. We're both great in contenders.
Decay was great in contenders, but he was good in Overwatch League because Decay was on Gladiators, as you know probably. But
he was on Glad.
Yeah, I was just saying because you called him a contenders player. I'm like, yeah, he did good in contenders, but when he was on Glad, he did alright.
He did alright, but that's because he wasn't in a meta where his hero pool fit. Because they put him on the Mei, and his Mei is not in his hero pool.
Well, that's because Decay's hero pool is every character. Decay was able to flex, but what he was known for was his Widow and Tracer. We haven't seen his Tracer yet, but his Widow took off Widowmaker duty for sure because his Widow was alright. I'm more excited for Doha. For Dallas, Doha's gonna be actually the big game changer. That kid's fucking
Doha's
insane.
a big game changer. One thing Dallas needs is supports. Onko, great, but upgrade.
They got Crim. They got Crimso.
True, but closer. We don't have a backup for closer. Harry Hook, not it.
I think Harry's underrated. Nah, I disagree. I think Harry's fine. I think that people don't like Harry because he's fucking he's an old ass player, which I can get that. But when I see Harry play, he does okay. It's not
Harry,
like you can defeat
but it's if closer isn't doing good, we have no support that can come off the bench and do better. Because Harry Hook is basically closer at closer's mediocre level, and if closer's playing mediocre, we have nobody to back up closer off the mediocre.
I don't know. I think closer's always been mediocre. There's no mediocre level for closer because he's always been mediocre. My personal opinion.
I think closer's Lucio and Goats was good. He was playing a good Lucio and Goats.
I think it's because he got away with a lot of dumb shit because teams like Shanghai and when Goats was at his peak were running DPS comps in season 1 or stage 1. So closer was able to, for example, in that game against Shanghai, was able to get away with 1v1ing DM and killing him, and or doing fine in there. But I feel like he never did anything after that when Goats got nerfed in stage 3 and when you had to play perfectly to make Goats work. That's when Dallas fell apart because his Lucio was not up to par. He was all the dumb shit positioning wise because he had a lot of bad positioning. He would try to jump in and boop them off high ground, but he would always do it too late, too early. He always got caught off too. I thought he was just, and then because of that, Dallas will always lose to Lucio first. or they lose fucking OG first because OG he's honestly not a viable main tank. He has his emotional problems just fuck him over constantly. In fact, that's the only reason I picked up Trill was to bench OG for a bit so they could play Trill. So OG
And
can
Trill
take his
was
break.
god awful. I hated Trill so much.
I don't think Trill has a chance to shine yet. Personally,
doesn't.
I mean, like you get like here's the thing. If these are your opinions, it's fine. I'm not trying to make you change your opinion. I'm just trying to state mine. But I just want to say that first. But like, I think Trill needs to get on a team like LA Valiant, where he's like there's no superstars in that team. So he go on there and actually get a good coaching staff that was able to build him up, and he becomes something. I don't think that was the team for him because Dallas already has like Gamsu, who he's never gonna play over Gamsu. He's like permanent bench basically. Never. Like he needs to be on a team like Boston or some shit when they have like shitters, so he get
true. But that Fusion's on Boston.
Fusion's is alright.
Boston's best player. But he's the best player.
He's the best. No. I think the best player is Mew Bong by a long shot. Mew Bong is insane.
Young Bong is good, but we haven't seen him shine in like pressure.
We have against Ultimate Mystic and Runaway and Contenders Korea, and he did better than fucking I almost said Lee J Gon. No, what's his fucking name? Not Lee J Gon, but the fuck support for Runaway. Gongagen. Gongagen.
Yeah, Gongagen.
He did. I think Gongagen and Lee J Gon best supports that came out of Contenders. But when he had to go, I feel like Moobong outdid him completely, especially on the Ana.
People I can't wait to see though are Sparkle, who's phenomenal at hit scan. And,
you won't see him though for like till the end of stage
March.
3. No, it's not March. It's May 31st.
Really?
Yep.
But Hope, listen to Toronto's roster though. I'm loving Toronto right now. They have Roki, who's on two-way. They have Logix, who's actually had a really good season last season, like a Loki.
Yeah, he did. He definitely did.
Mangachu. They have Kariv, who was insane pickup for them. They have Agilities, another insane pickup. Beast, who I think could do good if he stays consistent.
Beast Halo? That people underrated that kid. That kid's a fucking nut. He's insane.
Beast is insane, but he needs to work on his consistency. There's been so many times where he's really good, and then he's just fallen off, and then got back to being good, and then fallen off.
I personally disagree with that. I think the only time he's booked dog shit is when Fusion University went to Korea, and he was playing at 300 ping.
True.
That's my... And because they didn't have Chongsik for a bit, because Chongsik was like on some break or something. That was another thing that happened is that Chongsik is one of the best main tanks and Contenders who hasn't been picked up next to Mag. And because of that, he always had to compete against Chongsik. So people were saying, "Oh, BCO is dog shit because he's not better than Chongsik." And it's like, "Oh no shit, BCO is not better than Chongsik. Chongsik's fucking insane." But BCO is still a great American main tank that has the potential to get up there with super for like a good American main tanks.
And then they have Surefour, so they have Agilities and Surefour, who are both insane at their peaks.
Yeah, Surefour is that's a great pickup. Surefour is.
Kellex, who can pick up for... They don't have a main support, damn. Yeah, Kellex is going to be their main support.
Roki and Kellex are the main supports. But
Roki played off support.
No, he played...
That was Neko that played off support.
That was Neko, yeah.
And then they have Nevix, who can play that diva when, Nevix is their off tank.
Yeah, Nevix is the only off tank, but that's fine. Like, Nevix is great.
Nevix is great.
Yeah, dude's great. He got benched because I'm not against it, but he got benched because Choyobin's fucking insane also. So
they moved so many people off of Toronto went to O2 Blast immediately. Neko on O2 Blast and Yakpung went to O2 Blast.
That's because Yakpung was the original roster that was from O2 Blast. Like Yakpung was from O2 Blast. Neko probably got a deal because he's buddies of Yakpung. And he's like, hey, whatever. O2 Blast is a top Contenders Korea team, so I'll take it.
Then Ivy went to Philadelphia.
That was traded.
They need a backup. Yeah.
They traded Beast Halo for because they had Beast Halo on the Contenders team. They traded Beast for Ivy. Because originally,
which is good because they need a backup.
Yeah, they do because they have They have like Hisu, the backup Carpe. They have Ivy, the backup Ikkyo, and then they have the shitter himself, Chipsa. So
True. And
I don't get.
Hey guys,
I can't wait for
I gotta go buy my girlfriend some beer, so I'll be back.
Alright. One thing I'm so excited
Go
for this season to watch is Atlanta.
Atlanta's busted, dude. They're fucking good.
They have Erster, who I think was one of the best DPS in the league last year, for sure. Erster was
Definitely.
popping off. Gator, who